Oh, hey, what's up?
Excuse us, honey.
Taylor Swift's world is spinning faster than a friendship bracelet swap at an Eras tour. First up, her dad Scott made headlines at the Chiefs vs. Ravens game by casually rocking Travis Kelce merch like the proudest future father-in-law in football. Then, Taylor herself flipped late-night TV upside down, ghosting Jimmy Kimmel and rolling with Fallon and Meyers instead. And as if her promo tour wasn't extra enough, she dropped a fall fashion moment that basically screamed, "I'm the CEO of autumn now."
All right, we are still rolling. We're going to try this again, okay? We're elegant. We're luxurious. We're in front of the most beautiful pink vinyl we've ever seen.
Next came the wild Super Bowl chatter. Turns out, insiders swear she and the NFL never even exchanged a hey. Meanwhile, her album covers are giving Swifties a full-on Da Vinci Code meltdown. And tonight, Channel 4 drops a two-part Taylor documentary right after Bake Off. Chiefs vs. Ravens. Arrowhead is rocking, Taylor's somewhere being Taylor, and meanwhile her dad Scott Swift is sitting in a suite looking like the coolest future father-in-law in the NFL. Why? Because the man didn't just show up to watch his daughter's fiancé Travis Kelce play, he showed up in full Kelce merch mode, rocking a suede khaki cap straight from Travis's American Eagle X True Colors collab. Subtle? Nope. Iconic dad move? Absolutely. It's like Scott quietly saying, "Yep, that's my guy," while sipping his soda and pretending he's just there for the football. Now, this wasn't Scott's first time making it crystal clear he's all in on Team Travis. Word is he and Travis's dad Ed were basically the hype men behind the engagement. Apparently, when Travis asked for permission, Scott basically looked at him like, "Dude, what are you waiting for? Ring already." Forget over-the-top skywriting proposals. Scott was out here reminding everyone that the proposal itself is the big deal, not whether it happens on a yacht or in a Taco Bell drive-thru. And let's not forget, this bond between Scott and Trav didn't just happen overnight. After Scott's scary quintuple bypass surgery earlier this year, Travis wasn't just chilling on the sidelines, he actually stepped up and hung out with him during recovery. Taylor even joked about her dad's 75% recovery being scarier than most people's full strength. Translation: if Travis can survive Swift family dad humor, he's in for the long haul. What's wild is that Scott's quiet little merch moment at the Ravens game now feels like the cherry on top of a much bigger story. This whole Kelce-Swift mashup isn't just about two celebrities dating, it's turning into a family merger. And when you look at how this thing started, Travis admitting on a TikTok his crush was Taylor, to him showing up at her Eras tour with a friendship bracelet he never got to hand off, it's kind of insane how far they've come. Meanwhile, Taylor is back in work mode, and this time it's all about late-night TV. But plot twist, she's skipping Jimmy Kimmel completely and heading straight to his rivals. Yep, Fallon and Meyers just bagged the biggest guest in the business, while Kimmel is left on the sidelines like a benched quarterback. Brutal. Taylor's got Seth Meyers first, where she's basically taking over his whole show. Word is she's the only guest, and Meyers even pulled a full Swiftie cosplay on social media. Sparkly cardigan with her initials and a mug that screamed, "Take over."
Oh, hey, what's up?
Fallon gets her a couple of days later, which makes sense because he's practically part of the Swiftie universe already. Those two go way back with their chaotic, goofy energy, so expect TikTok-worthy moments for days.
Excuse us, honey.
Meanwhile, Kimmel's show has been messy. After that whole suspension drama, the ratings roller coaster, and his attempts at clapbacks, it's not exactly shocking Taylor decided to keep her distance. Insiders are whispering that she doesn't need any controversy clouding her new album rollout. And honestly, okay, when you're about to drop your 12th album and it's called The Life of a Showgirl, you don't risk promo time turning into a debate stage. This whole press tour is feeling very Taylor-coded chaos with precision. Album drops October 3rd, she's hitting Fallon and Meyers back-to-back, then hopping across the pond to charm Graham Norton, and, because she's Taylor, there's also an AMC Theater takeover with a feature-length release party. And speaking of that promo whirlwind, Taylor isn't just conquering late-night couches, she's now casually reinventing fall fashion like it's her side hustle. In the latest ad for her Target exclusive album edition, she's pulling double duty, playing both the bossy director and the sparkly showgirl.
What is going on with the posture? It's giving no girl, not showgirl. What are we doing? All right, we are still rolling. We're gonna try this again, okay? We're elegant, we're luxurious. We're in front of the most beautiful pink vinyl we've ever seen. Elegance, charm, not that.
One moment she's dripping in a rhinestone bodysuit that screams Vegas residency but make it Oscar-worthy, and the next she's rocking the most cool professor who doesn't care about attendance look ever. A slouchy pinstripe blazer, wide-leg jeans, and gold accessories that probably cost more than your car. Honestly, it's giving I own the record label, the stadium, and maybe your apartment complex too. Insiders say this little fashion flex wasn't just about clothes. It was her way of sliding into autumn with a vibe that says, yes, I can write breakup ballads and also look like I'm about to fire someone in a boardroom. And the best part? Those jeans weren't skinny. Taylor knows the wide leg revival is real and she's leaning all the way in. Somewhere a millennial just clutched their jeggings in fear. Now, if you think this blazer moment is new, you haven't been paying attention. She already teased her love for fall plaid earlier when she rolled up to Patrick Mahomes' birthday bash in a matching two-piece. Subtle? Not at all. It was basically a Pinterest board walking around with champagne. And while she's strutting through autumn like it's her personal runway, the NFL world is dragging her name into a halftime show fantasy that never even got off the ground. Yup, those wild whispers about Taylor headlining the 2026 Super Bowl? Pure fan fiction. Turns out the league and Taylor never even shared so much as a "Hey, what's up" text. Insiders are saying there wasn't a single real convo. No emails, no Zoom calls, not even a carrier pigeon. Basically, it was never happening. So how did the rumor explode like confetti at an Eras Tour show? Easy. Fans saw Taylor plus NFL boyfriend and assumed the league was ready to slap her name on the biggest stage in sports. Toss in the commissioner doing his best smirk and shrug routine on TV and boom, the internet ran with it like Travis on a third down conversion. But behind the scenes, Swift didn't even blink. She's knee-deep in album launch chaos and wedding planning, so why would she squeeze in a 15-minute medley between Rihanna-level pyrotechnics and football guys in face paint? Insiders swear the NFL never wanted her this year anyway. They didn't call, she didn't call, and frankly, both sides were probably relieved. Taylor's like, I've got enough stadiums on my calendar, thanks, while the league was busy cooking up something else entirely. Cue the real headline: Bad Bunny is locked in as the 2026 star. And apparently that was Jay-Z's pick from the jump. Adele's name? Total smokescreen. Classic NFL misdirection play, basically a fake punt with sequins. The funniest part? Fans kept linking Taylor's halftime chances to her relationship with Travis, as if Roger Goodell was going to throw her a gig just for being the future Mrs. Kelce. Sorry, but no. This isn't a family discount situation. League sources made it clear her personal life has zero impact on who gets to sing while 100 million people are dipping wings into ranch. And just when you thought the NFL rumor mill was peak chaos, Taylor's album rollout reminds everyone who the true mastermind of controlled confusion is. Because let's be real, the woman doesn't just drop music, she drops puzzles disguised as music. Case in point, the covers for The Life of a Showgirl. One has her looking like a Vegas goddess in full rhinestone sparkle, another has her floating in turquoise water like Ophelia 2.0, and yet another shows her brooding with a severe bob and enough feathers to restock a craft store. To the untrained eye, these are just artsy photos. To Swifties, it's basically the Da Vinci Code with sequins. Fans are spiraling over the Ophelia theory, pointing out how one cover mirrors the famous 1850s painting where Shakespeare's heroine floats in a river. And of course, the opening track just happens to be titled The Fate of Ophelia. Coincidence? Please. Taylor doesn't do coincidence. That's like thinking Travis just happened to have a friendship bracelet at her concert. Then there's the color scheme. Bright orange slammed up against mint green. Some say orange is her way of screaming transformation. Others got nerdy and started writing Instagram dissertations about copper oxidizing to green. So the palette symbolizes strength, rust, and endurance? Imagine explaining to your boss you're late for work because you were busy Googling oxidation charts to decode Taylor's album art. And don't even get people started on the glowing exit signs. 2 of them, not 1. Not a Photoshop slip, 2. Is she hinting at quitting music? Is this a sly nod to Reputation sneaking in under the feather boas? Or is it just literally fire safety regs? Knowing Taylor, it could be all 3 at once. And speaking of cryptic clues and album chaos, Channel 4 is swooping in tonight. Forget your decoding spreadsheets, here's 2 straight hours of Taylor served on a silver platter. Yep, a full-on documentary double bill is dropping this evening, and Swifties are already setting alarms, canceling plans and probably bribing siblings to keep quiet during the broadcast. The lineup is classic British TV fashion too. Taylor follows straight after the Great British Bake Off. Imagine that vibe shift. 1 minute you're crying over a collapsed soufflé, the next you're knee-deep in Taylor's 20-year career. Talk about emotional whiplash! The first episode kicks off at 9:15 p.m., and the second one slides in at 10:20 p.m., running back-to-back until around 11:20. Basically, Channel 4 just handed everyone an official excuse to ignore group chats for the entire night. And don't panic if you miss it. Apparently it's hitting the on-demand app too, so you can re-watch while pretending to work from home tomorrow. As for what's inside, think less fluffy fan montage and more deep-dive drama. Insiders are saying it's loaded with commentary from industry bigwigs, cultural critics, and fans who have probably spent more on friendship bracelets than rent. We're talking the highs, the heartbreaks, the feuds, the feminism, the eras, the reinventions, all under the Channel 4 microscope. The director himself is hyping this up as Taylor's ultimate power story. A girl who basically grew up on MySpace and Tumblr, then somehow ended up eating the music industry alive, while juggling snake emojis, stadium tours, and now wedding prep. Channel 4 bosses are calling it epic, which feels like British understatement for, we know this is going to break the internet. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.